Hey guys, I'm Kelby Hightower with Medicare Hub. Are you transitioning into Medicare but unsure about your enrollment options? Special enrollment periods or SEPs can help you avoid penalties and coverage gaps. But here's the thing, some of these SEPs are tricky, and if you're not fully informed, they can lead to costly mistakes. In this video, we'll break down the 3 most complicated SEPs, show you the problems they can create, and provide simple steps to ensure you're fully prepared. Let's dive in. Many seniors choose to work beyond age 65, keeping their employer-sponsored health insurance. While this is a great option, things can be complicated when that coverage ends. One of the issues is misunderstanding the 8-month special enrollment period, or SEP, that starts after your employment or coverage ends. Missing this window means you could face late enrollment penalties. These penalties add 10% to your monthly Part B premium for each full year you delay, and they stick with you for life. So let's take Jane for example. Jane retired at 68 and her employer provided health insurance ended. She assumed she had a full year to enroll in Medicare Part B and delayed the process. Unfortunately, Jane didn't realize that this SEP only lasted for 8 months. By the time she enrolled, she was hit with a permanent 20% penalty for her Part B premium. That's a lifelong cost she could have avoided with the right information. If you're losing your employer-sponsored coverage after age 65, here's what you need to do. Mark your calendar for the 8-month SEP window that begins the month after your coverage ends. Start the enrollment process immediately to avoid delays, and then confirm with your HR department that your coverage is credible, meaning it meets Medicare standards. If it isn't, your enrollment timeline may be different. So guys, the SEP I just explained is this 8-month window when your employer coverage stops, you go on to Medicare A and B or Part B, and you have an 8-month window to enroll basically into Medicare Part B, and then you can enroll into a health plan. Now, let's face the reality of what happens with most people. In that 8-month window, if you do not get prescription drug coverage within the first 60 days or 2 months after your employer coverage stops, you're going to be penalized for your Part D. So here is the simplified version of how you eliminate all penalties that occur when you're retiring. You need to back up 3 months prior to your retirement date, and even if you can back up 6 months or a year and begin to communicate to like a licensed professional or agency like us and communicating what your desires are, 3 months prior of your employer coverage ending, you need to sign up for your Part A and Part B or Part B, and ensuring that your health care plan that you've chosen in that 3 months starts when your employer coverage ends. So there's no lapse in coverage. One falls off, one picks up, and then you move forward. You also want to make sure within that 3 months you're getting a plan. If it's a Medicare supplement, you also want to add a prescription drug plan, because if you add it later, Medicare is going to penalize you for not having credible coverage for drug coverage. You also now, from 2025 moving forward, you want to make sure you're asking your employer coverage and HR department every year if the Part D coverage in your employer-based plan is considered credible coverage. Medicare has made a lot of rules and regulation changes. We've had some videos that we put out about this, but the formularies have changed, the cost has gone down, and some health plans that are employer-based plans that did have credible coverage, now their drug benefit portion of that plan is not considered credible coverage, and you have to be on a credible coverage plan equivalent to Medicare's rules and guidelines to eliminate this penalty. So I say all that, and it's a lot of complication to that. The rule is 3 months prior, you're going to always initiate starting everything. So on the effective date of when your coverage is ending, your other coverage begins. Waiting 8 months is going to cause you a Part D penalty always, and we've had and seen people wait beyond 8 months, and then all of a sudden you're going to have a Part D penalty and a Part B penalty, and there's no reason for you to be penalized. Working with a professional licensed agency like us will eliminate some of this complication. We'll talk to you and be back in a second. So what happens if you're moving out of the planned service area? Well, relocating is another major trigger for special enrollment periods, but it often catches seniors off guard. Medicare Advantage plans and Part D plans are regional, so moving to a new area might mean your current plan won't cover you. If you're unaware of this, you risk being disenrolled from your plan and losing coverage altogether. John, who moved from Tennessee to Florida to be closer to family, he just assumed his Medicare Advantage plan would carry over, but it wasn't available in his new area. So by the time he realized this, his plan had automatically disenrolled him, leaving him without coverage for 3 months. During that time, he incurred $1,200 in out-of-pocket medical costs that could have been avoided. If you're planning a move, here's how to avoid the disruption. Notify your Medicare Advantage or Part D plan or your licensed agency like us about your move at least a month before you relocate. Use the SEP, which starts the month before you move and lasts for 2 months after, to enroll into a new plan. Research plans available in your new area to ensure you'll have access to the providers and benefits you need. Hey guys, one of the easiest ways to eliminate total confusion when you're moving to a new area is always have a licensed professional like us that's helping guide you. So if you get ready to move, let them know again 3 months prior and say, hey, I'm getting ready to move. And a lot of times, most of you guys are planning your move maybe from Tennessee to Florida or coming from California to Tennessee, and there's all kinds of movement and stuff going on with seniors all the time as they age and sometimes getting closer to kids or grandkids and things like that. I would say as soon as you know you're going to make plans for that, begin to talk to someone to plan and prepare the cost. And then as 3 months gets closer, you want to be able to communicate 3 months out. Again, you can actually change the month prior. You can move and keep your plan, but 2 months and beyond, you're going to eliminate your plan coverage and create risk for out-of-pocket expense that you shouldn't have to do. Medicare plans can terminate or choose not to renew their contracts with Medicare, and this is a major problem. When this happens, beneficiaries are left scrambling to find a new coverage. Seniors often misunderstand the timelines and fail to act quickly, resulting in coverage gaps. Mary received a notice that her Medicare Advantage plan would not renew its contract for the upcoming year. Confused by the paperwork, she delayed selecting a new plan during the annual enrollment period, assuming her current coverage would just continue through January. By the time she acted, she had missed her SEP deadline and went without coverage for a month, leaving her vulnerable to unexpected medical bills. If your plan is terminated, here's how to stay protected. As soon as you receive your notice, review your SEP timeline. It typically involves the AEP season and then allows you to be able to enroll into a plan during October, November, December. And this will allow your new plan to start January 1st. The old plan will fall off, the new plan will begin, and your coverage never ends. Navigating Medicare special enrollment periods doesn't have to be overwhelming. At Medicare Hub, we're here to help you avoid the penalties, manage transition, and find the right coverage for your needs. Join one of our free Medicare Made Simple webinars or schedule a call with one of our team members today. We'll make sure you're informed and confident about every step of the way, making a new plan change and answering all the questions that you may have. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Watch more videos to stay informed about Medicare enrollment and benefits. Schedule a call today and let's make Medicare simple for you.